She didn't say it, she didn't warn you. She didn't sit you down and explain how she feels, but one day, you realize something changed. The way she looks at you, different. The way she texts you, colder. The way she talks to you, like you're replaceable. And that's when it hits you. She doesn't take you seriously anymore. Not your words, not your presence, not even your silence. But here's the part that will mess with your head. You didn't do anything big to cause it. No cheating, no major mistake, no dramatic fight. Just small things, repeated over time. Because the truth is, a woman doesn't lose respect for you in one moment. She loses it in patterns you don't even notice. And once that respect is gone, you can text more, call more, explain more, and it still won't come back. So the real question is, what are you doing right now that's slowly making her see you as less of a man? Let's talk about it. It doesn't hit you all at once. No, it creeps in, quietly. You're sitting there, looking at your phone, staring at her last message, short, cold, almost forced, and something feels off. Not enough to panic, but enough to make you think, what changed? Because just a few weeks ago, she wasn't like this. She used to lean into you. Her energy was softer, her attention effortless. You didn't have to think about what to say. You didn't have to calculate your moves. You just were. And somehow, that was enough. But now you feel like you're performing, thinking before every text, rereading your messages, adjusting your tone just to keep things smooth. And you don't even realize it yet. But this is where you started losing her. Not when she pulled away, not when she got cold, but when you stopped being natural and started being careful. Because the moment you become careful, you stop being confident, and she feels that, not logically, emotionally. She can't explain it, but something about you feels different now. Less certain, less grounded, less solid. And here's what you don't see. Every time you explain yourself, you chip away at that image she had of you. You send that long message, trying to clear a misunderstanding, trying to make things right, trying to be understood, but instead, you make yourself smaller. Because a man who stands on his actions doesn't need to explain them. And deep down, she knows that. You start noticing her responses change. She doesn't ask as many questions. She doesn't invest like before. She doesn't test you the same way. And that confuses you. Because you think, isn't this a good thing? But it's not. Because when a woman stops testing you, it's not because she trusts you more. It's because she's already placed you in a category where you no longer need to be evaluated. And that category is comfortable, safe, predictable, not exciting, not respected. And the worst part is, you try to fix it, you lean in, you give more, you explain more. You think if she just understands you better, everything will go back to how it was, but it doesn't. Because attraction doesn't come back through understanding. It comes back through feeling. And right now, she's not feeling you the same way anymore. You start reacting to things you would have ignored before. She replies late, and it bothers you. She sounds distant. And now you need answers. So you ask, softly at first, then more directly. Everything okay? Did I do something? Why are you acting like this? And in that moment, without realizing it, you hand over your power. Because now, your emotional state depends on her behavior. And she sees it. Maybe she won't say it out loud. Maybe she won't even consciously think it. But she feels it. You're no longer the man she was trying to win. You're the man trying to not lose her, and that shift, that's everything. Because the man who is trying not to lose her is already losing himself. You stop focusing on your life, your purpose, your direction, and slowly, she becomes the center. Your mood depends on her texts, your confidence depends on her tone, your peace depends on her presence. And without saying a word, you tell her, you are more important than me. And that's when she stops taking you seriously, not because she wants to, but because she has to. Because she can't respect a man who abandoned himself to keep her, and now you're stuck trying to figure out how to get her back, how to fix the vibe, how to rebuild what you lost. But the answer isn't in doing more, it's in doing less. Less explaining, less reacting, less chasing, and more being. You go quiet, not out of fear, not as a tactic, but because you no longer feel the need to explain your existence. You stop correcting every misunderstanding. You stop trying to control how she sees you. And something shifts, not immediately, not dramatically, but subtly. Because now, you're no longer trying to be understood. You're simply being yourself again, grounded, calm, unbothered. The same man she was drawn to in the beginning. And here's the irony. The moment you stop trying to be taken seriously is the moment you start becoming serious again in her eyes. Because respect was never about effort. It was about energy. And energy can't be faked. It can only be embodied. So if you feel her slipping, if you feel that shift in her tone, that quiet loss of respect, then don't rush to fix it. Don't explain yourself. Don't chase her attention. Don't try to force what used to be natural. Instead, pause and ask yourself one question. Where did I stop being me? Because that's where it started. And that's exactly where you need to return. Not for her, but for you. Because the man she stopped taking seriously is not who you truly are. It's just who you became when you forgot your own value. Remember it. And you won't need her to take you seriously again, because this time, you will.